Hey there, TigerShark here again. Today I wanted to try drawing some book characters in my style. In this case, I've been going through the STORMLIGHT Archive by Brandon Sanderson, so I'll be drawing a couple characters based on their descriptions in the book, starting of course with Kaladin. I'll try to keep spoilers out of my descriptions as much as possible. On the Stormlight wiki page, Kaladin is described as a tall man only a few inches shorter than Rock, who is nearly 7 feet in height, with the brawny physique of a soldier and a bridgeman. He's noted to be rather muscular on several occasions. His black Alethi hair is shoulder-length and wavy, and mostly covers the slave brands on his forehead. He has dark brown eyes. I don't know what the slave brands actually look like, so this is my rendition. The most notable being the Shash brand, meaning he's very dangerous. Turns out there are drawings on the wiki of what the brands look like, but I'll leave mine since the simplistic style matches better. At various points in the books he has a beard, though I believe he prefers to be clean-shaven. Kaladin prefers to fight with a spear since that's what he was originally trained on, and of course it's the weapon of the Dark Eyes, of which he is one, and very proud of that fact. And lastly, he has his spren companion Syl that follows him around. She often takes the form of a young woman in a flowy dress, walking on air. I drew him with a gloomy expression since he is often very depressed. And of course we know he wears boots normally because Shallan stole them from him on their first meeting. I didn't record the process of coloring and shading, so here's my final rendition of Kaladin Stormblessed. I like how he came out. Now we'll move on to the next one. Of course I'm doing the obvious one, Sigzil. Just kidding, it's Shallan of course. Though Sigzil is one of my favorite characters. Anyway, according to the wiki, Shallan has pale skin lightly dusted with freckles. Her freckles mostly faded as she reached young womanhood, but some are still visible, dusting her cheeks and nose. She has light blue eyes and auburn red hair, a manifestation of her impure family line, which she wears long and straight down her back, with only its natural curl to give it body. She also has a ready smile and blushes easily and often. She's declared herself to be 5 foot 6 inches tall. So a couple important details here. Unlike Kaladin, Shallan is light-eyed, making her automatically upper class. According to the Vorin religious/cultural tradition, women keep their left hand, known as the safe hand, covered. Light-eyed women like Shallan wear a long sleeve buttoned up, whereas dark-eyed women generally wear a glove. Shallan is an artist often seen sketching. She brings her sketchpad wherever she goes. I can relate to that. She often draws in charcoal. I drew a black line under her hand there with the sketchpad. That's supposed to be a charcoal pencil. Like Kaladin, she has a spren companion. His name is Pattern, and unlike Syl, he doesn't have a human form. He looks like a confusing pattern that Shallan can't quite capture in a drawing. He often hitches a ride on her dress, disguising himself as an ornamental pattern. Again, I didn't record the coloring and shading process because it takes a while and I'm moving quickly around the screen while I do it. I picture her in blue. I don't remember if that's because she wears blue a lot in the books, or maybe it's because a lot of the fan art I've seen puts her in blue. Although turning my blue light filter on and off over and over again is kind of making it hard for me to differentiate colors. This is maybe a lavender kind of color? I don't even know at this point. Either way, I like the way it looks. I did forget to give her freckles and blue eyes and a shadow, so I had to reopen my document 3 separate times to fix those things. So here you have it, my rendition of Kaladin and Shallan from the Stormlight Archive in my style. Let me know if you like this type of content. This has been Drawing with TigerShark. I hope your day is improved and your life is spectacular. I have other channels and projects that I would love for you to check out. I have another channel called Okano Gaming where I post indie game reviews and satirical League of Legends content. I have an EP on Spotify called 5,555 Miles as my one-man band called Power Mouse. And finally, I have a clothing brand called Studio Duck Apparel featuring original artwork that I create myself. The links to these things will all be in the description.